welcome to Bike Hike Botany. Today I'm going to tell you a story about two hikers who went missing on Shadow Mountain. Lindsay and Kelly were two friends who loved to hike in Costa Rica. In fact, they loved it so much they would hike all over the land at every chance they got. One day, the two women decided to go on a 3-day-long hike up a very remote mountain known to locals only as Shadow Mountain. This mountain had quite a reputation for being very wild and difficult to hike.
That sounds great. Okay, let's go.
But what the women didn't know is that this mountain also had a dark and disturbing story. As it turns out, it wasn't called Shadow Mountain for nothing. On the day that the women set out for their hike, Lindsay started to have a strange notion that something wasn't right. As soon as the women entered the trail, they both noticed how dark and mysterious it had suddenly become. The women kept hearing strange sounds coming from the forest, and this made them uneasy, making them feel as though someone was watching them. But they convinced themselves that it was just the wildlife.
Did you hear that? What was that?
They had heard some strange noises along the way, but it wasn't until they heard a loud noise from behind that the hikers took notice that something strange was happening. Both hikers began to feel quite uneasy, and they mentioned to each other how strange they felt from the noises they had heard.
Yeah, I feel really weird today. I don't know. It's like I keep hearing noises. I do too. Yeah, that is really strange.
Neither had any idea of what was truly lurking in those woods. Several hours into the hike, the women noticed a strange and foul stench lingering in the air.
So foul. It smells like something's dying. What is
The temperature had also begun to drop quickly, which was somewhat unusual for the location and the time of day.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling
Do you
really
feel the
cold.
temperature difference?
Yeah, it's so cold.
Oh gosh.
Strange.
Oh, I'm so cold.
Oh,
All of
me
a sudden.
too. That's
That
really
is
weird.
So strange.
The smell is putrid.
Oh,
Oh man, it's so cold.
oh my gosh.
Make a fire when we get to camp.
Oh, definitely
so
a fire
cold.
would be great.
Yeah, it's really weird. There's so many noises.
I know, but it is the jungle.
As the afternoon closed in, the women reached the spot where they would set up camp for the night, when all of a sudden, the women heard loud noises coming from behind the tent.
I am starving.
Oh my god, did you hear that?
Immediately, they both stopped what they were doing and turned to look back. But just like earlier in the day, there wasn't anything there. Lindsay and Kelly began to feel extremely uneasy and wondered what could have made that noise.
I hope. Well, we'll see how tonight goes.
The girls knew they couldn't hike back down the mountain until the following day, as sunset was upon them and the forest was far too dangerous to traverse at night.
Oh, that was so creepy today.
That was really creepy.
I
I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep.
I don't know. We'll have to see. 'Cause it's like, I'm feeling pretty creeped out. I feel like somebody's watching us.
I know. I get that feeling too.
Yeah?
It's
Okay.
really weird.
I mean, we can't go back now, so we have to sort of stay the night.
Oh, there's so many noises around too. I
know.
didn't realize it was this loud in the jungle.
Me neither. That's pretty wild.
That night, nothing unusual happened. No strange sounds were heard, and slowly they both fell into a peaceful slumber. Now here's where the story really takes a turn for the worse. You see, Shadow Mountain isn't called Shadow Mountain for nothing. It's named after its dark and eerie inhabitants, the Shadow People. Legend has it that they have lived on this mountain for hundreds of years, if not more, protecting the land from anyone and everyone. There are accounts that date back to 1984, when a small boy who lived in this region described the disappearance of his younger brother in the very spot where the girls were camping. The boy's account describes a shadowy black figure lurking behind trees and following them along the trail. The young boy recited how a dark figure was spotted just minutes before his brother vanished from his side without a trace. Over the centuries, many people have been reported missing on this mountain. None of them have ever been found or heard of again.
In tonight's top story, search and rescue teams are still searching for the two hikers that went missing on Shadow Mountain last Wednesday. Searchers say they still haven't found any traces of the two women, Lindsay and Kelly. Authorities are asking anyone with tips about the two women to please contact them at 555-5555.
Come out. Come on out. Come on out, Shadow Man.
Ready?
Yeah.
Action! Oh no, that's good. That's good.